This just in, is this brand's lawsuit against another brand for trademark infringements going to change the game when it comes to dupe makeup? We have a new beauty brand on the market, but it's going to be actually run by product developers. And did this influencer low-key shade Glamlite and Glamlite had a response to it? Y'all, we have all that more in this week's new makeup releases. So grab a snack, grab a drink, because it's about to get juicy.
Hello, my most beautiful friends, and welcome back to New Release Makeup Sunday. This is where we sit back, relax, and talk about all the new makeup that's been announced and sneak peeked, as well as some industry news. And before we dive into today's top stories, I do notice about 50% of my viewers, like 50% of my viewers, are actually not subscribed to my channel. I just want to let you guys know it is completely free to do, and it truly does help out my channel, and it allows me to keep making this type of content for you guys. So if you guys like what you see, please feel free to subscribe. It's completely free to do, but if for some reason you guys get tired of me, never want to see my face, you guys can always unsubscribe any single time. Either way, thank you guys is honestly so much for being here. So with that said, guys, let's dive into today's top stories. I did not know that Sol de Janeiro had filed a lawsuit against MCO Beauty for duping their products. So it says that Sol de Janeiro is engaged in a major legal battle against Australian brand MCO Beauty as early as 2026, alleging trade dress infringement and false advertising regarding their dupe body mist. Filed in late 2024 and amended in 2025, the lawsuit claims that MCO Beauty copies the distinctive packaging, color, scent profiles of Sol de Janeiro line. It says that Sol de Janeiro accuses MCO Beauty of creating a deliberate line of knockoffs, especially scents of 40, 48, 59, 62, 68, 71, and 87 that confuses consumer, according to the amendment complaint. The suit highlights MCO Beauty's use of social media, influencer, and customer reviews, claiming that their products smell exactly like the Sol de Janeiro to drive sale. MCO Beauty's defense is that in January 2020's motion to dismiss, MCO Beauty argued that its products are legal competition, that the packaging is fundamental and generic, and that is why the claims are a thinly veiled attempt to stifle dupe culture. It says the case is now in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York. So I saw this post right here, and I was like, I had no idea that Sol de Janeiro was even engaged in a lawsuit against MCO Beauty. That's just how far-fetched, that is just how far off I am from seeing this stuff. So it says right here, Janeiro claims that they're copying their packaging and color schemes, branding and bottle design, and use influencer marketing and reviews to mislead consumers. Right here on the left-hand side, that is Sol de Janeiro's, followed by MCO Beauty. I'm sorry, but like, come on. Come on. All right. The next one right here says that the MCO Beauty argues that its business model is transparent. It openly follows trade set by higher priced brands. The dupe culture is widely recognized in the beauty. It has affordable alternatives that are not illegal copies, and the packaging is generic and isn't registered. Again, they're kind of low-key similar. It says, what about influencers? MCO Beauty says that reviews are subjective opinions, not false advertising, sharing that a scent feels similar as consumers' enthusiasm and not a factual claim. MCO argues that SDJ's alleged trade dress, bottle shape, fonts, and design is generic, functional, isn't registered, and lacks proof of secondary meaning. Because a lot of people do compare the two together. Now, I will say that whenever they do the dupes, I mean, like, they do. I mean, they pretty much, you know, they're making them look almost identical. It says that MCO Beauty also challenges SD claim they had harm in their financial investments, because SDJ themselves reported that they had $450 million revenue in the last 6 months, 9% year-on-year U.S. sales growth. Trademark law doesn't protect brands from competition, but it does aim to protect consumers from being misled. The court must decide, is this deceptive marketing or intentional but lawful competition? Why this matters. The case could shape how far brands go to create dupe purpose products, the influencer product comparisons, and give other dupe brand reasons to pursue legal actions. So I'm curious from you guys, because I have always used some dupe brands. Like I have a few products from MCO Beauty, but like I also use Alter Ego. Alter Ego does do dupes of like a lot of Natasha Denona palettes and Huda Beauty palettes. Now the only thing they do differently is that they do a completely different design in terms of the outside packaging. They completely change the shade names, but they also change the layout of the palette, but the shades are identical. I mean, like, they're really hard to tell apart, minus the way that they have them laid out in the palette. So my question to you guys, do you think Sol de Janeiro has a legal standing? Because when it comes to MCO Beauty, I don't have their fragrances, but when you actually look at their bottles side by side, they do look almost identical. And if someone out there is not knowledgeable and thinks, oh, this is a Sol de Janeiro scent, they might purchase it thinking they're getting it from Sol de Janeiro when it's actually the dupe. Now, I am for dupe culture. I know a lot of people out there do not like dupes because they're saying that it's infringing on the creators and the brands, you know, property. And I get it. I absolutely did it because I get where it can be harmful, especially if I create my own palette and then someone dupes it. I'd be pissed. But at the same time, as a consumer, if I can have a more affordable option that is very similar to the high-end brand, I wouldn't mind it, but I would want them to be different. I want to know this is absolutely different. This is not the same. There's definitely different ways to go about doing it. I do think that MCO Beauty does kind of step on their infringement a little bit. They make it a little bit too identical and do it too close, especially with the coloring the bottle and the photos and the way they do the advertising. So I'm really curious how this is going to proceed forward and how this is going to affect other brands out there who do dupe a lot of high-end brands. I'm really curious to see what this is going to happen because I know Beauty Creations, they're one of them. They're one of the dupe brands. They do make their own stuff, but they definitely have duped higher-end brands before. Alter Ego has, what other brands copy? Elf does a lot of dupes too. Elf has notoriously duped Charlotte Tilbury, but in their own twist, but they absolutely have. So I'm just curious, do you think this lawsuit can change the game when it comes to dupes? And do you think Sol de Janeiro has a legitimate case, or do you think that they're going to lose to MCO Beauty? I really want to know from you guys. Personally, I think that MCO Beauty did kind of cross the line, specifically on their body mist, and I'm curious to see how this is going to go forward. And as soon as I know more information, I will definitely let you guys know down in the comments below. Up next, over on TikTok, there is these creators I follow called the Lipstick Lesbian, and they are product developers. They have been chemists, they have been product developers in the beauty community for like 20 plus years. And they have notoriously gone to beauty stores and they've talked about products like this, for example. They talked about it, they talk about the formula, they break down the price, they break down the ingredients, they explain why this worked for you, why this would not work for you. And they give really amazing reviews, like really in-depth, non-biased reviews where they talk about a product and say, this is why this is gonna work for you, this is why this is not gonna work for you. And they really help to make you understand in a more simplified terms why a oil base won't work on top of a water base. I really love how they break things down. Well, they decided to create their own brand. Let me show you.
Are you kidding? We're addressing the rumors.
It's true,
We are not leaking news.
but we are leaking the lead. First question.
The release documents suggest that Leaked Labs is actually more than a brand. Can you clarify what exactly Leaked Labs is?
Do you really think the Lipstick Lesbians would just launch another influencer beauty brand? This is a future beauty product development engine.
It's going to change everything.
We're bringing the power back to the beauty community.
Why did these labs give you access to their products?
The truth is that no one was brave enough to launch these first products that you're about to see. And so we decided to do it instead.
What should we expect next from Leaked Labs?
To put it simply, if I see another lip balm or if I see another blush, I don't think I can handle it.
It's the first time the beauty industry has ever seen a product development first brand.
If it doesn't blow your mind, it doesn't launch.
If it's not innovative, you'll never see it.
Now, that's all the information I have on this. I am definitely so curious about a product development first brand. They're not going to go about, they're not going to go about this extreme packaging, over the top product. They want to make sure it's an innovative product that delivers on what it says it's going to deliver. And hopefully we get something unique out of them. I'm looking for something that genuinely works and works the way they say it's going to, that works exactly how it's described. It's going to be for a decent price point, hopefully. And they don't just create another liquid blush or a lip balm. Like, I want something different, something innovative, something the beauty community has not seen in a long time. I'm tired of like one brand releasing a concealer and then 500 more brands release the same type of concealer. I want something different. And I think because they've been product developers for like 20 plus years, I think they have the capability of delivering that to us. But I'm so curious to see what they will deliver, what the brand's going to be like. And when this brand officially launches, I will definitely be testing it out. And finally, for our top stories, I wouldn't say this is too much of a story, but I did see this and I also had you guys reaching out to me asking why you guys weren't able to get your hands on these products. And I was like, maybe this is why. So recently, I've been watching Daus Mendoza, who did a collaboration with Glamlight. And he recently started doing this series where he does a full face of his makeup. He recreates his haters' makeup. I'm not gonna lie. The videos are kind of funny. They're kind of funny. Granted, he is, not that he's making fun of the people, but like, kind of is, but you know, these people have also been really mean to him and extremely rude. So he's like, you know what, I'm gonna call you on your bad behavior. This is how your profile picture looks. I'm gonna recreate your makeup. You know what I mean? And I think it's kind of fun. It's meant to be fun. It's not meant to be taken too seriously. But when he recently was doing his video, he had mentioned this particular statement right here.
Wow, I'm gonna use my eyeshadow palette for this actually instead, which by the way, a bitch hasn't gotten paid.
I heard that and I was like, oh, wait, what? That's odd. So I didn't really think too much of it, right? I didn't think too much of it. And then I started getting people reaching out to me in my comment section and in my DM saying, hey, Allie, I wanted to buy the Daus Mendoza lip kit that you talk about. I can't find it anywhere on Glamlight's website. And I was like, what do you mean? It should be there. No, I went and looked. All of Daus Mendoza products are completely taken off of Glamlight's website. Now, granted, maybe it's because it was limited edition. I'm pretty sure any influencer collab that Glamlight has ever done, just one other one with Michaela, pretty sure they are limited edition. It's kind of weird that it's been taken off and it's been only like 6 or 7 months because it launched back in August. But yeah, you can't find his products there anymore. So I went back to the video to see, did I miss something? Did he really say that? And he did. But then I looked at the comment section. In that comment section, I actually see Glamlight addressing this situation in particular. So they commented on the post because they wanted to make sure they got ahead of it before it turned into some tea and some drama. So I don't really think there's any drama here, but I do love the fact that Glamlight was so quick to make a response. And someone said, ooh, did y'all see that? He said Glamlight hasn't paid him. Glamlight responded, let's clear this up before any misinformation is spread. We are up to date with all of our licensing payments for this collab. The last one, which was sent out last week, all payments were submitted to Talent's management for review. However, it takes time for UTA to finalize their accounting before they distribute payment to the talent. Right afterwards, Daus Mendoza did comment saying they paid already, he. Now, I'm kind of curious as to what happened there. I've never had an influencer collab like that. When I worked with Ofra Cosmetics, I'm gonna be so transparent here, okay? When I worked with Ofra Cosmetics on my little 5-pan blush, or my 5-pan palette, I got paid one time. I got paid, I think, for the first 30 days of that collection going on sale. I got paid one time, and they always said that I would get 10% of revenue from that point on. Anytime my collection got bought from Ofra, I would get 10% of the proceeds from that foreseeable future. We signed a contract. I don't know if I ever did because I never saw anything after that. I did get payments, but like you're talking about like $50 here, $60 there. And I could go on to my account that I have associated with them and I can see people using my code. People were using my code, so that's where I was getting paid. I don't know if I ever saw any residual kickback from anyone buying my liquid lip, from my Kaya liquid lip or my Koa gloss or my 5-pan eyeshadow palette. I don't know if I ever saw truly any 10% proceed from that point on. I got one paycheck back like 30 days after my collection launched, and that was it. That was it. And it wasn't that much just because it didn't do the best, and that's okay. It's Ofra, and I understand people definitely were very against the brand, but I never saw anything from that point. When it came to bling brushes, when I had my collab with the bling brushes, I got 2 payments. Once when the collection launched, about, again, 30 days after it happened, and once again during the pre-sale. I got another big affiliate payment. I got a payment from that, but that was, again, more from the affiliate link more than anything else. So I don't really know how these collabs work. This would be a great question for like Angelica or Heather or Betty, people who've had multiple collaborations. How does this work? Now, granted, they might not have had as much volume as like Daus Mendoza, who has millions of followers with a big brand like Glamlight. So I don't know how these things work. I don't know what type of contracts go in place, how long it takes them to process payments. Now, it's February. They said the last payment process last week. It makes me wonder how much was there. What did they do, like installments? Like, say he made, let's just throw this out there. Say he made $1 million off the collab. Were they doing like installments of $250,000 every quarter? We know where they're doing it like $300,000 every quarter. Like, how are they doing it? We don't know. We don't know the contract they had in place. All I do know is that they did wanted to put their foot in and be like, nay, we did they did say last payment. So that means that they could be completely paid up. Again, I don't know how these things work. They could be done in installments. Probably they do go to his talent manager and they divvy it up, because I think they take their own portions as well. I don't have a manager at all. It's just me all by myself. You know what I mean? So I don't know how these things work, but I do know from my own experience that I only ever got one payment. I never got anything else. Anything I ever got after that was always because of my affiliate code. Nothing else really after that. So maybe one day if I ever do have a collab with a big brand, maybe then I could have a full understanding. But yeah, I'm really glad that like Glamlite did step up and say something, but I also do wonder why it took this long to do it too. And I think he must have felt some type of way, because he wouldn't have said that otherwise. So I want to know from you guys, what do you guys think? Was he low-key trying to shade the brand? And why are his products disappeared? Let me know that in the comments below. But that, beautiful besties, is it for today's top stories. Now we're going to dive into this week's new makeup releases. So first, I know we just talked about Glamlite. Well, we're going to talk about Glamlite one more time, because they have a brand new lip kit dropping to the market, and it's going to be the Tiff lip kit. This is going to come with a lip liner, a lipstick, and a lip gloss. Now here's the kicker. It's available right now for reservation. So it says, due to overwhelming demand for this exclusive Tiff lip kit, this is a reservation only launch. I've never seen that before at Glamlite. So it says, by placing a reservation, you are securing your new Tiff lip kit before the official fulfillment window begins ordering. Containing this items are expected to begin processing probably within 2 to 3 weeks. By completing your purchase, you acknowledge that this is a reservation item and accept the projected window processing time. You're more than welcome to cancel your order at any time. Please note that by doing so, you will remove your spot on the wait list. Thank you for securing your piece of this limited edition release. So it says that this is going to contain a revamped gothic lip kit. Now, I definitely am going to reserve mine, because I love collecting anything and everything Glamlite, especially their lip kits. So I'm definitely going to be getting my hands on this. You guys know how much I love Glamlite. It is $25, a little bit more on the pricey side for lip kits, but because of what you're paying for, you guys can use my code AllieD, which will save you guys 15% off anything and everything Glamlite. So just know I will be buying this, but I just want to tell you guys about this, because like I said, I do love their lip kits. I have the bubblegum one that just came in, and their Betty Boop one, and then I have a whole drawer right here in front of me dedicated to Glamlite lip kits, plus all the ones in the back. And for those that missed it, I did recently see on their website that they were doing a sale on their coffee lip kits. Yes, okay, so all their coffee lip kits right now are $16, and you guys can use my code AllieD to save you guys an additional 15% off of that. And you guys know how much I freaking love their coffee lip kits. They are truly the best. So like I said, if you guys want to get your hands on the exclusive limited edition Tiffany lip kit, go ahead and place your reservation now. I'll be doing the exact same thing. There's a creator that I follow called Doodles by the Bunny, and she said since Pat McGrath Labs recently got picked up again by financial investor, she decided to recreate another Pat McGrath palette. And I saw this right here, and I was like, this is stunning. This is what Pat McGrath Labs needs. So she said, I thought my days of doing Pat McGrath Labs palettes were over, but it looks like they might be around for a while. This one has taken weeks as I'm trying to make them look more realistic. I love the color, but not sure about the color story. What do you think? And I said, this is absolutely beautiful. To me, this is what Pat McGrath Labs needs. I love the fact that they got bought by investors and they're going to be making a comeback, but they need to create something like this, because this is absolutely beautiful. If they could bring something like this to the market, this changes everything from what they did before. It's not a mothership palette. I mean, granted, it's in the style of it, but it could be something completely different. Really beautiful, colorful eyeshadow story. Really beautiful, colorful spring color story. This is what they need. This is what they need. They need creativity, innovation, and a new change to their brand. So maybe one day they'll see this and maybe they'll make those changes. But I think this is really beautiful, and I just want to give credit to Doodles by the Bunny. Her name is Angela, creates really beautiful designs. Freaking love her. Up next, if you guys have not seen, Odin's Eye just teamed up with Heather Austin to create the Butterfly Single Eyeshadow Collection. I do have the entire thing right here. You guys can buy the entire bundle. This is like because it's single eyeshadows. You guys can buy the entire bundle for about $92.20. Affiliate codes do not work on this. If any codes work, it might be Heather, but affiliate codes do not work on this. Now, you guys do not need to buy the whole bundle, because I know that $92, it's really steep for a palette. Like, I'm gonna be so for real, it's really steep for a palette. I personally would not want to pay $92 either, but you do get all 15 shades, and you get this gorgeous magnetic palette with Heather on it and a mirror. So I understand why they did the price point that they did, especially because there's 5 mattes and like 5 multi-chromes and 5 shimmers. It's a really beautiful formula. But I also love the fact that you guys can buy these shades individually if you guys wish to do so. I'm really happy for my friend. I think she created a really beautiful collection. I love the eye look that I created with this. The formula feels incredible, and I do think that you're gonna get that you're paying for what you get as well. So I'm very happy for her. This is actually launching today. I know you guys can use my code AllieD to save you guys 10% on anything non collab affiliated, but just in case, I do want to let you guys know that this is available as of right now, and I'm so proud of my friend. She did such a beautiful job with that. Speaking of collabs, it looks like Unearthly is teaming up with Andromeda to create a really fun, like, woeful Wimmers, I think it says Wimmers, Wimmers. I don't really know, woeful something. Eyeshadow palette. This says that we've been secretly working on something special with Andromeda, and we were beyond excited to finally share. Artwork by Corn Kisser brings Twister the cat to life as the most mischievous little clown. This launch is playful, colorful, and dripping in whimsy. Who is ready for the show? I'm really excited. I really do love Unearthly formula. This looks like to be a really fun color story. I'm not really familiar with Andromeda. I've heard the name before, but not really familiar with the content creator. I've never had any interactions with them, but I've heard great things from my friends who have. So I'm actually really excited. Whenever I know more about this collection and what it looks like, I'll definitely make sure to let you guys know. Up next, the brand Moschino. I don't know if I'm saying that right, and I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but they have a new fragrance coming out, and this will be part of their toy collection. They're going to be doing Toy 2 Gummy perfume. This will have notes of orange, bergamot, star, anise, and benzoin praline, and they're going to do Toy 2 Yummy, which will have notes of mandarin, pink pepper, and ambergris. However you say that. I've never tried this brand. I've always heard cool things about it. I know they made really unique makeup stuff back then. I think they had like a keyboard or like a laptop creation at one point. I will say it looks really cute. It looks really cute, really yummy, and like really fun. And I'm curious to see how this is going to smell in person. I'm also going to let you guys know that this is going to be the video of the fragrance because just a shit ton of brands coming out with fragrances. So I'm just be prepared. Up next, it says, no, this is not April Fool's yet, but e.l.f. is releasing a new shade and a new flavor to their Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balm, and it's going to be in the flavor Big Dill. Big Dill. This is going to be a deliciously rich buttery balm that delivers high shine gloss and boost of hydration for soft, nourished lips, now in a limited edition pickle flavor. Pickle flavor. Take a minute. Take it in. Pickle flavor. I don't know how I feel about that. I love dill pickle chips. Dill pickle chips are my absolute favorite chips in the entire world. But a pickled flavored gloss, I don't know. I feel like that at first can sound great, right? But I feel like it's not going to age very well. It's just like I feel like chocolate lip glosses do not age well. I feel like it ended up smelling like throw up like a year after you've opened it. I don't know how a pickled flavored gloss would smell after a year. I feel like that can go sour really fast. You know what I mean? Or, oh no, that's the wrong way. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. I was going to say, or it could turn into a cucumber scent, but it's the opposite. Cucumbers turn into pickles. Idiot alert. Boop. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I low-key want to try this. I just want to smell it. That's all it comes down to. I just want to smell what a pickled flavored lip gloss is going to smell like. Oof. I feel like that's going to age horribly. Up next, I know they're going through a financial transition right now because they filed bankruptcy, but Pat McGrath Labs does have a new product launching, and it's going to be their Lip Sculpt and Shade Contour Duo. Dual-ended lip essentials, 2-in-1 sculpt with liner, shade with lipstick, creamy matte liner, and velvet satin lipstick. Weightless, vibrant color, unrivaled glide with, I don't know why I said it like the glide, with avocado oil and pink purslane extract that helps to soften and condition lips in 12 shades for $32. All right, well, that's not bad if you get 2 different products, but definitely not innovative. This is a pass for me. I think this is obviously probably already scheduled prior to them filing for bankruptcy and stuff like that, but I'm gonna pass on this just because I just have no desire to have a lip liner and a lipstick combination. I'm not a big fan of that type of stuff, especially because it doesn't make it easy to travel with either, so that's a pass. I told y'all this is the video of fragrances. So the brand Quicksilver. You guys ever heard the brand Quicksilver? You know, that big surfer brand? Okay, yeah, the big surfer brand. Yeah, they're coming out with fragrance. They're coming out with fragrance. Say hello to the new fragrance collections by Quicksilver. This is going to be the Surfs collection. So it says, channel freedom, movement, and a feeling that lingers long after you leave the water. Built for golden hours, salty skin, and ocean tide. for women, they're going to create a note called Beach. They're going to create a perfume called Beach Point. The fragrances are going to be bergamot, green mandarin eau pour, raspberry coolest accord, jasmine eau pour, Tallahassee-Guga, whatever these names are, Flora Accord, Sand Lily, Sandalwood, Cotton Candy, and Musk. It's going to retail for either $105 for 100 milliliter or $60 for 50 milliliter. They're going to do for men called the Offshore. This is going to come with lemon, upar, amrose, juicy pineapple delight accord, sea salt accord, orange blossom, lavender, water lily, aromatic accord, sandalwood, ciderwood, oak moss, amber, and musk. They are putting a lot of fragrance into that. Holy crap. There's also going to be coming out with a snow collection, which is going to capture the icy freshness of layered over deep and golden après-ski glow, cozy warmth designed for moments that hit deeper and stay longer. I'll be available on the 25th, and I'm just so curious as to how these are going to smell. I think it's kind of cool that Quicksilver is doing this because I've gotten, bikinis from this brand before. So I'm just really curious. And I'm not surprised to see a brand doing this. I'm telling you, fragrance is where it's at. I tried doing some fragrance content. It did so poorly, but I really do enjoy doing it, so I'm going to keep doing it. But I'm not surprised to see brands doing this. It truly is the market for it. That's where all the money is going right now. People love fragrance heavily. So not surprised to see that this brand's doing it. And don't be surprised when you see more brands jump on the trend and do body mist and fragrances. I'm telling you, you're going to see more brands that are not really in the space doing it. Bet you Glamite's going to do it. $5 says Glamite's going to do it. Just watch. Okay, so up next, I actually did report this a while ago, but it looks like Rare Beauty officially announced their neutral eye collection. This is going to come with the Essential Nude Neutral Eyeshadow Palette for $30, the volumizing mascara, and a liquid liner. I'm sorry, but this is literally giving us nothing. I'm not saying the quality won't be good. Maybe it will be, but it's so basic and so boring. Such an easy pass. Definitely feel like the clean girl makeup is over, and they're really starting to bring back the colorful makeup look, so that's not for me. Up next, I forget that this brand still exists, and I feel so bad saying that, but Stila is coming out with some new products and some new shades. So they're launching the Heaven Dew Honey Glow Balm. This is solid to creamy balm that melts right in for all-day comfort with sheer tinted lip glow. Infused with honey extract, hyaluronic acid, and maracuja oil to hydrate, soften, and condition in 6 different shades. They're also doing the convertible color nourishing lip tint, a convertible dual lip cheek cream, and cheek cream, and a stay all day chroma flash liquid eyeliner. This will be all available as of the 1st. And these are all going to be such an easy pass for me. Nothing against Stila. I used to really be obsessed with the brand, but honestly, I kind of forgot that they're still around. I feel like they're going to be one of those brands that eventually they will end up closing the doors and none of us would be surprised to see it. Because I never, ever see anyone talk about the brand. Even when I go to Ulta, their products are so fully stocked and they're dusty. I don't know. I don't want that for them. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think this brand is viable? Let me know. Okay, up next, I saw this and I thought this was really cute. Then I saw the brand that's doing it and I was like, oh, I don't know. But Wet n Wild just came out with their new Disney Winnie the Pooh collection. This is going to come with an eyeshadow quad, a lip gloss, a blush pot, a honey highlighter, a face balm, and a headband. Now, I love Winnie the Pooh, so I was like so excited for this, but it's Wet n Wild, and nothing against Wet n Wild, but man, some of their quality is just so cheap. Like, I hate saying that, but I've tried Wet n Wild products quite a bit, and I'm always disappointed by the end of it going, man, this just kind of sucked. So they make really cute packaging and make really cute collabs, but just their products itself just don't perform the way that I want them to. And this collection right here, it looks great, but definitely looks a little bit more on the kiddish side. So I'd love to get my hands on this, but at the same time, I know myself, I'd get it, I review it, and then like a year from now when I do my declutter, I would just end up decluttering it. So I think I'm gonna pass, but this is so cute. So if you love Winnie the Pooh, check this out because it looks absolutely adorable. Up next, NARS has new products. They're gonna be launching a natural matte long wear foundation. What? A pore perfecting serum-like formula, high performance, medium to full coverage, delivers a soft focus effect that instantly blurs the look of imperfections, visibly improves skin texture, and buildable for natural matte finish, available in 49 shades. This will be coming soon to the website. I will absolutely be getting my hands on this. They're also launching some new shades to their light reflecting luminizing stick and their light reflecting luminizing blush. I absolutely want to get this foundation. I used to be obsessed with the NARS Light Reflecting Advanced Skincare Foundation. That was my favorite foundation for so long. I always said it did nothing for my oily skin, but my God, was it absolutely beautiful. Truly so beautiful. I would still have it now if it didn't expire on me. It is such a beautiful, beautiful foundation. I would stand by that. Even their soft matte foundation was beautiful. But this looks like something I can definitely get my hands on. So it says it's going to control the oil, blur the pores, visibly smooth skin texture, and hide blemishes and imperfections. I have to get my hands on this, and we have to try this out. So as soon as it's available, best believe I'm buying it. Up next, the brand Juliet Has a Gun has a new gourmand fragrance about to launch. Every time I see this brand, I always think of the song, Julie Has a Gun, right? What movie was it? Oh, Not Another Teen Movie, where he's like, Chris Evans stands in the bleachers and he's talking to a girl and he's always like, Julie has a gun, and someone's like, Julie has a gun, and he just keeps singing it and they tackle her on the ground. I always think of that whenever I see this brand. So Juliet Has a Gun is launching a new banana fragrance. So it says, designed to be a warm, solar, and addictive scent, it features notes of banana, maple syrup, frangipani, coconut, sandalwood, and vanilla. A unisex, indulgent, and playful fragrance with a warm, creamy scent. This will be available on the 18th, and I definitely am a sucker for banana fragrances. I think it's just because I love bananas as a whole, and I would love to smell like banana. Ooh, now I'm hungry. Ooh, now I want a banana Foster pudding. That sounds so good. Oh, banana pudding. That would be, with the Nella wafers. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. That sounds so good. But anyway, I would love to see how this perfume smells. So this is something I would like to get my hands on. I don't know how expensive it is, but man, I bet you that's going to smell amazing. I know Leah Janae is going to get it because she gets all fragrances like that, but that looks like it's going to smell amazing. Up next, Hung Van Gogh has a new lip product. This would be the Glossy Lip Hue Hydrating Lip Shine. This is a hybrid gloss, lipstick, and balm, highly pigmented glossy lip shine infused with hyaluronic acid and plant collagen, delivering a nourishing wash of color and a stunning high shine finish. This will retail for $26. Wow, that's actually really affordable for the brand. It's available as of March 5th, and it comes with so many different shades. I'm going to pass. I've never tried anything from this brand. I've heard great things. But what I will say is I'm really impressed with the price point. $26. Well, that's for a lip balm, but given the fact that Hung Van Gogh, that's a pretty decent price point for the brand. So that's exciting. If you guys really like the brand, definitely keep an eye out for that. Last but not least, I told you guys this is a video of fragrances, but Summer Fridays just announced that they have a new perfume coming back, or I guess coming out, and it's going to be their Sunlit Vanilla perfume. This scent that captures the indulgence of your favorite dessert in a summer sun-cool vanilla ice cream with a delicate veil of a light caramelized creme brulee. Warm caramel melts into the sweet vanilla, comforting tonka beans, and a soft touch of amber, yet cozy yet radiant. It lingers on your skin like a sunshine for that endless summer feeling all year round. Top notes are green bergamot, middle notes are vanilla, caramel, and coconut, and the base are vanilla, creamy musk, tonka beans, and amber. Ooh, I bet you this is going to smell so damn good. Now I really want vanilla ice cream. I used to love French vanilla ice cream. I know you guys always tell me, oh, take lactate pills or take milk. Y'all, I can't have dairy, like just dairy as a whole. Life is great. But I used to love vanilla ice cream. I was that person that I was basic, okay? I loved vanilla ice cream. Something about it just really does hit on a hot summer day. I'd love to smell this. I know, and I also know Leah Janae would definitely get that because she loves vanilla scents like there's no tomorrow. Those are her favorite scents. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to smell. But besties, that is it for today's video. Don't you worry. I know you guys are going to ask me what I'm wearing on my face. I'm actually wearing the new I can't say its names, those brands without tongue-tied. Ladybug Glow. That is a tongue twister for me. Surprisingly enough, I keep messing it up. But it's their Florista Inferno palette. I actually did this whole look you guys see right here. You guys will see it on my very next video, so you guys will see how I got this eye look using this palette. But yeah. So with that said, besties, let me know in the comments below. Was your wallet safe this week, or did I say some things that you guys are highly interested in? Let me know in the comments below. But with that said, guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe if you guys have not already, because it truly does help out about my channel. And to those who liked my video or thumbs down my video, either way, just truly thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much. And to all these amazing Patreon members, thank you guys truly so much for everything. You guys are incredible. And as always, I do talk about my Florida Life channel. I never post there, but I really will bring it back, I promise. Please make sure you guys go check it out if you guys wish to do so. But with that said, guys, I love you. Thank you guys so much for everything, and I will see you guys in my very next video.